Never be bad in an attempt to be good. Now, this is a tough subject for me to talk about because it just bums me out that this exists at all. So you've got your athlete who's kind of a punk and doesn't really care much and does whatever he or she wants. And as a coach, that person bugs you. You don't ever have to worry about this person doing any of this, okay? This is a problem. This being bad while attempting to be good is a problem for people that have good intentions, that are planning on working hard, that are trying as hard as they can to improve. These are the kind of people that have this problem. And that's why it bums me out so much. Good intentions, hard work, great effort should always get you what you work hard for. If the world was a perfect place, the storybooks talk about how the little engine that could got over the mountain through hard work and force of will alone. And you would think that if you just did that, if you put in the hard work, that you would get whatever you wanted out of life. And it is not true. What's true is that good work, intelligent work, the right work at the right times in the right ways, that might get you what you want. Unfortunately, there are no guarantees in the world. But what I'm here today to warn you about is too much effort or uneducated effort getting you the exact opposite of what you want. Never be bad in an attempt to be good is all about people with good intentions trying too hard. Effort alone will never do it. Has to be, again, good, directed, correct effort. This is where you involve a coach, okay? So, good intentions, trying too hard. Everybody's done it at some point, except, again, those punks that don't care very much. So I need to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about, because some of you guys are like going, well, what? No way, man. When I try to be good, I do good things, and that's what I do. I'm doing good as hard as I can, and go me. And God bless you. I'm with you. Go you. Let's look at what it looks like to be bad in an attempt to be good while hitting perfect. All right, so your team has discovered, or your coach has discovered, that there's, a line that you can hit down on. They're blocking cross court, and there's line, and the defender on the line is up covering the chip. There's really nobody even digging the line. So go hit the line, kiddo. All right, great. So you go in there, and you hit the line. Well, I've coached for an awful long time, and I've noticed that people that try to hit the line miss out a lot, about half the time, because what people do is the last thing they heard or the last direction they got, and they try to, without knowing it, literally hit the line. Now, I'm not saying that you are literally trying to hit the line. What I'm saying is, if the line's right here, instead of aiming a few feet in, you might be aiming a few inches. Can you see my little dot there? And that is not a far enough margin for error for most people. So when you go to hit the line, you go to hit perfect line, hitting perfect. And what you end up with is some balls here, and 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 some balls here. And you end up missing too often. In your attempt to be good, you were bad. You missed while attempting to do what you were told. While attempting to do a great strategy, you still missed. Instead, what you should have done is you should have aimed far enough in that you really couldn't miss. You might still get in trouble with the block a little bit, but you're not going to miss out of bounds. But that's not hitting perfect. That's like sort of line. Like the other defender might come over and get that. Well, that's not the greatest thing I could have done. The greatest thing you can do is not miss, okay? The greatest thing you can do is stay consistent. The greatest thing you can do is not be bad in an attempt to be good. So hopefully that makes more sense out of hitting perfect. Okay, how about another skill? What about setting perfect? Well, what's wrong with a perfect set? Nothing's wrong with a perfect set. The problem is that you're human and that you can't do perfect whenever you decide to do it. So again, here's your net. let's say this is the ideal place to set a ball to a hitter. Maybe it's, I don't know, in your opinion, maybe it's 2 feet off the net. Like that's where the hitter keeps saying they want it. By the way, setters, your hitters don't know anything. Hitters, sorry, talking smack about you right now, but it's true. Hitters don't know anything about what they want. You give them what they need. And what they need, you know what? They might have hit a couple balls from 2 feet off that were just awesome, but if there's a block in front of them, they are in trouble. They just know that when it's 2 feet off and there's not a block there, they love it because they can hit it straight down. There should be a block there usually. Don't give them what they ask for. Give them what they need. Talk to your coach about what that is. Here's my point. If you aim for that perfect setting, if you aim for that perfect set, 2 feet off, well, we have 2 directions things can go. You're going to miss to the left or to the right. Every inch it gets closer this direction, it becomes more and more catastrophic, doesn't it? Perfect set tighter becomes really hard to hit. Perfect set that gets further off is still hittable up to like 6 feet off the net for a lot of hitters. Heck, some hitters can hit it 8 feet off the net if you're at a really high level of play with great big hitters with great big steps in their approach. So my point to you is, why would we aim for perfect when the downside inches matter? And the downside on this side, feet start to matter. My point, why don't you aim for more like 4 feet? That way if you miss 2 feet in, you got that perfect set that they were looking for. If you miss 2 feet back, it's still a hittable ball. Why are you aiming for perfect? Why not aim for consistent? And perfect is one of the options in your variability. This is what setting perfect is like. When you go wrong, you just ended up being bad because you gave them a tight set in an attempt to be good. How about the next skill? How about passing perfect?